This is it? It hasn't been eroded by the waterfall at all. If it wasn't recently made, then that means...
It's using seraphic arts. This ruin must date from the Temperance of Avarost.
Correct. This is Lefay, the Shrine of the Trial of Water. It has been some time since we were visited by a shepherd.
I'm the shepherd Sorey.
I'm the Prime Lord, Lila. You must be a servant of the Water Lord, Amenak.
Indeed. I'm Altol, the Protector Seraph who serves Amenak.
I'll get right to the point. What must we do to obtain the spiritual power?
My sword! Where? Where is my sword? Back!
Holy crap!
Swords?
There's something above.
That is Azura.
I've heard of him. A powerful Hellion sustained by rage and able to fight eternally without rest.
Is the trial to quell Azura?
No. To receive the spiritual power, you must find out the reason why Azura became a Hellion to begin with.
We can't just purify him? We have to know the reason?
If you truly are the shepherd, you should know why that is important.
Right.
Psychotherapy, my favorite.
It isn't called a trial for nothing. I wish you luck.
The water trial. Guess it's my time to shine, huh?
You'll be fine. It doesn't technically hurt.
Technically.
These traps aren't working. They're all busted.
Serves him right, the creepy eyeball things.
We can rest for a bit.
It'd be a miracle if they had been working. These date all the way back to the Temperance of Avarost.
Here we go again. In English, that means...
So... The era known as the Temperance of Avarost was when Seraphic civilization reached its peak.
A great many buildings and artifacts from those times were crafted using the power of seraphic arts.
So the era of wiggy magic everywhere, basically. We're talking ages and ages ago?
Yeah, older than even Edna...
Sorey.
Yow!
It's thought that the Temperance preceded the era of the gods, but not a great deal is known for certain. Many vital records were lost during the age known as the Dark Period.
But these Shrines of Trials have preserved relics of things that could only have been made by Seraphim. They're precious evidence that the Temperance of Avarost really and truly happened.
Even a bunch of weird-ass eyeballs can be a treasure if you've got the right mindset, huh?
Yeah. You can't fathom the true meaning of legends until you've seen their history with your own eyes, so to speak.
Ha! You look just like Maven when you say that.
Indeed. The face of a hopeless romantic.
A charitable way to say naive simpleton.
Hey, you think Azura is really a Hellion?
Yes. I can feel its malevolence and domain.
Why? Do you think it's a fake or something?
Well, I mean, isn't it kind of strange? Why would they let a dangerous Hellion like that roam around freely?
Why would a Protector Seraph just leave it be?
Yeah, they're supposed to be powerful, high-ranked Seraphim, right?
It probably has to do with the trial. Protector Seraphim are given special tasks.
Sounds like a pretty convenient excuse.
Yeah, I can't say that it isn't.
You don't have to put it that way.
You should know too. Seraphim aren't exactly models of virtue.
They're not exactly heroes of justice either.
Well, that's...
Sold! You two sure sound so convincing when you team up.
As long as you got the gist.
Yep, if that's the trial, I'm up for it.
Give it back!
Is that Azura?
This isn't it either! Where is it? Where is my sword?
His sword?
Is it normal for Hellions to attack each other? Ah!
I am the shepherd! It is my job to defeat the Hellions!
So, Azura is a shepherd.
A shepherd who became a Hellion.
Give it back! Give me my sword back!
Serpent of Water!
You stole my sword, didn't you?
Azura is a Hellion of anger. The cause of this anger ought to be what made him a Hellion.
You mean because his sword was stolen?
No, there's more to it. Rising sand! Earth pulse!
Give me my sword back, so that I may purify everything!
Azura!
You have to focus, Sorey. Bring him down with all your strength.
Breathtaking giant!
Earth Lord!
Strong as the earth!
Behold, radiant ruin!
Earth revolution!
Give it back! That sword has the power to cleave malevolence!
Enough! We know that you want to help people.
Power to cleave Hellions, chaos, and those filthy humans!
Humans? Oh no.
I shall destroy anything that summons malevolence!
What does he want to do? Cut down the whole world?
That's the reason why Azura became a Hellion.
Correct.
That voice!
This is the spiritual power of water!
Ah!
Revenge!
Ah! Back! Alto!
He's trying to say something.
Give me my sword back! Alto!
Altul?
He's gone.
He was the shepherd long ago. Even if he was purified, his body has already deteriorated.
So his rage alone kept him going.
The problem is Altul. Do you think that he stole Azura's sword?
Let's go back and get the story from him straight. We've defeated Azura.
Much appreciated.
Are you who we think you are?
It is as you suspect. I am the seraph who guided Azura to the way of the shepherd, and used him as a vessel.
You stole his sword?
I did.
This is something special.
You can tell with one look.
This sword is made from a rare metal called mithril. It truly does have enough power to cleave the world.
Is that why you stole it and hid it?
Yes. I was probably the one he wanted to slay most of all. But I had no choice. He was pure to the core, and it was that shining purity that tore him apart with worry, and eventually cost him his very soul.
That's why he made that sword. To cut down anything that would be corrupted by malevolence.
But I have no qualms about giving this sword to you. If you can learn to use it, it might aid you even more than the spiritual powers.
I'll pass. I already got a sword anyways.
Well said.
So you passed the trial of the spirit as well.
If you don't need it, I'll take it off your hands. We were meant for each other. My blade and I shall cleave the world.
Maltran?
Sorey, look closely!
No way! She's...
A Hellion!
I apologize for ignoring you back then, Seraphim.
So you really could see us?
What do you intend with the sword?
I shall cut down the world, just as Azura wished.
But why?
I should be asking you. Why don't you understand how Azura felt? Were we to erase this corrupted, chaotic world and all the humans in it, would that not rid us of malevolence once and for all? That is the clean, elegant logic of my master, the Lord of Calamity.
You're siding with him?
If Alisha knew about this...
How sad she'd be. Boo-hoo.
You've been using Alisha this whole time.
Ironically enough, to start a war, it is most effective to take a starry-eyed pacifist and get them all riled up over something. But now, everything is lined up for an all-out collision between Highland and Rollins. Our sad princess has outlived her usefulness!
This can't be.
Well, this is a fine pickle, isn't it? For a shepherd, I suppose reality is a far crueler trial than anything we could come up with.
Mikleo, Sorey seems off lately.
I think he's worried about Alisha. I wish it were as simple as telling him to stop.
True. I'm not sure there's anything we can do.
I'm worried about Alisha too, Sorey. But she'll be fine.
I agree. In any case, we have the spiritual power.
And Maltran is connected to the Lord of Calamity. If we stay focused on our goal, I'm sure we'll find a solution.
Right.
So the last two trials are Whoosh and Badonk.
Is that supposed to mean wind and earth?
What else would it mean?
Right. Silly me.
How could Maltran do this?
There are Hellions in the Roland's Imperial family. It isn't all that strange to imagine Hellions amongst the Knights of Highland as well.
A hero in war is a Hellion in life, goes the theory. I guess we have more evidence for that now.
But who would agree with the thoughts of the Lord of Calamity?
It isn't really as strange as you make it sound. Azura himself was a shepherd, as you know.
And he thought the same way.
In order to save the people and to begin anew, he would destroy everything. It's a pitfall that can trap all humans who let malevolence get the best of them.
Yes.
How am I gonna break it to Alisha?
Does she really need to know?
It might be worse for her not to find out at this point.
But Maltran said she no longer had any use for Alisha.
I suppose we ought to believe her. It wouldn't make sense for her to reveal her true self to us otherwise.
Seems to me the biggest issue is she'd been Alicia's rock through all this chaos, right?
Good point. If Alisha finds that out, not only has she lost her one pillar of support, but that pillar's been using her the entire time. She could fall apart.
That might be exactly what Maltran wants.
She's probably thinking she can get the war rolling for good by crushing Alicia's spirit.
What should I do?
Highland is moving closer to war day by day. No one will listen to me, no matter what I do.
Because you've been digging a hole, girl. You're stubborn as a mule, but even so.
I won't give up. The strength of a knight exists to protect, and their kindness serves the people.
You never change.
Sorey, how are the ruins in Lake Haven Heights?
Well, you know, I did obtain the spiritual powers.
Wonderful. Though it's a shame. You just missed meeting my master.
Alisha, I needed to tell you about...
Maltran taught me the way of the spear at a young age. When I train with my master, I feel so invigorated. I don't enjoy all the scratches I get, but it's only because I lack experience.
What kind of person is she?
Well, she's kind of like a mother to me, but she doesn't like me saying that, says she's too young. But she taught me martial arts and the way of the knighthood when my mother died. I was only 7. I owe her much.
Alisha...
Though I fear I rely on her a bit too much.
That's not true.
I'll try to convince the chancellors. I do everything I can.
Are you sure you don't want to tell Alisha the truth about me?
Well, at least you have a sparkling personality.
You really are a pillar of support for her, you know?
That's it? You decided not to tell her just because of that? You're weak, as both a knight and a shepherd.
She's of no use to you now, right? Why don't you just leave her alone?
I'm interested, that's all. Of what will become of the foolish princess, who would needlessly turn herself into a martyr for her country.
I know Alisha will see it through.
Do you really think so? You really don't, do you? After all, you don't even think she has the strength to withstand the truth about me.
Shut up! As long as we take care of it before she knows, everything will be just fine.
No need to rush. The tables will turn soon enough. All is according to his plan.
Are we not able to tell Alisha the truth about Maltran? Because we can't actually believe in Alisha, even when we really want to?
She's just trying to provoke you.
Let's keep it a secret.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I agree. It appears harming Alisha is not part of her grand plan anyways.
Then I have no objections.
Rose, you agree too, right?
You sure told her off.
Sorey looked like he was done with her, so I just took it from there after she started talking smack.
To be honest, I'm scared to tell Alisha the truth about her master.
Alisha really trusts Maltran, more than any one of us can imagine.
Do whatever you want. But if you do face off with her, don't hold back. Otherwise, you'll die.
Yeah, I know.
Don't get so serious. It'll be fine. Come on, stay psyched up.
Right. Guess that's that for the water trial. Barely.
But weren't we just cleaning up the mess that Altul made?
You don't have to say it like that.
Meebo, just tell us how you feel.
Well, I do feel a bit frustrated.
Right?
I think this is all just supposed to show us the worst-case scenario of what a shepherd could potentially become.
I thought so too.
So then, what were you going to do if Azura really didn't become a Hellion?
In that case, we probably would have been challenged by another Hellion.
Do you mean there are more shepherds who became Hellions?
In the long lines of history, many have.
I see. So that's why the trial is a test of one's spirit as well.
Yes.
If that's the case, then I'm convinced. You okay with that, Edna?
I'm fine, as long as it's a fair trial.
No fair.
You're definitely spirited, Edna.
Edna and Zavid too. After our long journey with the shepherd, I imagine they're using this time to reflect on their past and, perhaps, their future.
Kinda like us, huh?